What's up, guys? It is 8:30 on Monday morning of our trip week. We are heading down to Dallas because my husband works for a moving company. He's taking a load down there. And so that we can go together, we're dropping my kids off at my parents' house. Ooh, the sliding. There it is. Dropping my kids off at my parents' house in Central Missouri. So they're going to stay with Gaga and Papa for a few days while we go together, which will be so fun. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do my best. My first time vlogging, so I'm gonna do my best to keep you updated on my reading for the trip. I have some big reading goals. See my daughter trying to smile. Yes, I have some big reading goals. I am gonna be listening to an audiobook. I don't know what audiobook yet. I might be finishing one that I started like a month ago, but honestly I was really bored with it. It's called The Woman from Widow Hill, I think, by Miranda, I think. Oh gosh, but I was really bored. And then there's another book that I might listen to called The Oath by Frank Peretti, which I have wanted to read for like years. So, but it's like a 16-hour book. You know what I mean? You see my struggle? So we'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. But I'll keep checking in. There's the driver keeping his driving log. So we just pulled into Tulsa for the night and we are walking to dinner and drinks. It'll be fun. I did not get much reading done. Well, that's not true. I listened to quite a few chapters of an audiobook and then we read a chapter together of a book we're reading, Battling Unbelief by John Piper. So that's pretty much all I got done reading-wise. And then I had a lot of work to do on the ride. So we're taking a break for the night. And I'll update you guys later. So we just finished unloading this morning. This afternoon, wasn't it? It's like right afternoon. And we went to lunch and we did a little shopping to Half Price Books, but I didn't really find anything I liked, anything I was looking for, so I wasn't really willing to spend any money. And we're gonna head down to the pool before dinner, and I'm whipping out Successful Christian Parenting by John MacArthur. That's what I'm gonna be reading for a little bit. It's one I've been putting off, and I know it's good. I've just been way more interested in fiction lately, so. Oh, yes, and the lady from the move, I pointed at this book on her bookshelf, and I was like, I've really been interested in reading that. It's Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, and she's like, here, take it. So that was nice. So I did get a book on this trip, I guess. Anyway, so we're gonna go read, and I'll check in again later. Hopefully, I'm gonna get better at this because I keep forgetting to check Hi guys. So we just got back from dinner. We went to the pool for a little bit, which was so relaxing, so fun. We read by the pool for a little bit, and then we got ready and went out to dinner. And we went to like a local bar and grill, which was awesome. And we had so much fun talking. But I wanted to give you a little reading update. I got to page like 35 of Successful Christian Parenting by John MacArthur, which I think is really successful. Like, it's not a super long book. It's like only 8 chapters or something like that. But it is so rich and so encouraging. And I just want to like savor every moment and not like speed through it. Sorry, we're like I'm filming in the hotel bathroom because I want to get used to like filming in front of Matt, but I'm not yet. I still feel weird. So I wanted to do it when I was like by myself. But the other thing, I did not update you on The Girl from Widow Hills by Miranda. And I think I'm right at like the 50% mark of it. It's a thriller and it is honestly really good. I was really, really bored in the beginning, but some really exciting stuff has been happening. So I'm super into it. It's basically about this girl who, when she was really young, was in a terrible accident. She's a sleepwalker, and she was sleepwalking in the middle of a storm, and the storm like actually swept her away. And the whole world, basically, or at least the whole country, was so engrossed in like trying to save her that they're really invested in her life later on. And so to kind of get away from that past, she actually changes her name and moves to this other town. Well, in the middle of the night one night, this man from her past actually shows up dead in her front yard. And so you're trying to figure out, like, what was he doing here? Why was he trying to get reconnected with her? And all this other crazy stuff starts happening. So that didn't happen until like 3 chapters ago. So it took a while for me to kind of get into it, but I am really into it now. Like, I really am interested. This is my first Miranda book ever, but I think she's pretty well known. I'm trying to remember the other like big book that she wrote, but I don't know. If I remember it, I'll put it right here for you guys. So I'm loving it. I'm really happy with what I'm reading right now. So hopefully you guys are having a good week, and hopefully this vlog turns out good, because I never have vlogged before, and hopefully I'm not screwing it up. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Finished getting ready for the day. We are gonna get back on the road now. I think our goal is to make it to Joplin tonight, so we only have 3 hours till we can get to our kids tomorrow. And I have a little bit of work to do in the car. Other than that, I'm hoping to read and just spend some time with Matt while he's driving, because he's doing the heavy loading, heavy lifting. So yeah, I haven't really done anything else since I got here. A little reading this morning, which I've vlogged a little bit of, but I'll update you again soon. Okay, I feel like I did not give very good specifics about what my reading plans are for the trip home. So my plan is I have like 2-ish hours of work to do, so I'm thinking about listening. Like, it's not something that I have to have silence for, so I'm gonna keep listening to that audiobook because I only have 4 hours left, and I listen to it on 1.5 speed. So I'll probably be able to get it done in like 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. I don't know. I'm not good at math. What would that make it? If I listen to it 4 more hours, I listen to it at 1.5 speed, then it'd be done in 3 hours, right? Hopefully I can read a little bit more of the book that we're reading together, which is Battling Unbelief by John Piper. Nonfiction books like that, it's really hard to just like sit and listen to the whole book or read the whole book, as opposed to reading fiction. Fiction like keeps you on the edge of your seat, and not like this book isn't exciting, because it is, and it's really, really good, but I want to be able to like marinate. I want to be able to really think about what I'm reading and discuss it with Matt and process, grow through it. So I don't take nonfiction books as quickly as I do fiction. But I knew that on this trip I wanted to get as much of my nonfiction stack read as possible, even if it's just one, because I know it takes me a little longer to read those. So those are my reading plans for the drive today. We've got a little more of a drive tomorrow. It is the next day. So, whoops, I meant to update you sooner and I didn't, but I did finish the girl. I keep mixing that up. It's called The Girl from Widow Hills by Miranda, and I ended up really loving it. I'm actually genuinely surprised. I was a little bored in the first few chapters and just decided to keep pressing on because, you know, I was kind of in the mood for a thriller. I was in the mood for that. And then the end was like twist after twist after twist. And it's like, who can you trust? Nobody. Literally nobody. But no, it was so good. And I really liked how it ended. So if you're looking for a good audiobook, check that one out. And we're about to get back on the road now. Hopefully, I don't have as much work to do today on the drive, but we only have 3 hours to drive till we get the kids. So hopefully I'll get a little work done, and then I'd love to read more of Battling Unbelief by John Piper, because that's what Matt and I are reading right now. And it's not a very long book. It's like 155 pages, and I'm reading it out loud. So I think we're on chapter like 5, I think. So maybe we'll get a good chunk of that read on this drive. What's up, guys? If I look tired, it's because I am. We just pulled in. Finally, we are home from our trip for the week. We've got the kids. And I did not get any listening or reading done, the part that I was driving, because my youngest daughter was screaming half of the time, if not 3/4. And you might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm here to tell you, friend, she really did. And I have a video to prove exactly what that screeching sounded like. Poor girl. She was just really tired of being on the road. So needless to say, I did not get any reading done. Matt and I did read a teensy bit more, the part where he and I were reading together. To wrap up this reading vlog for my trip, I did finish The Girl from Widow Hills by Miranda. Really enjoyed it. That was a blast. I got a decent chunk read of Successful Christian Parenting by John MacArthur, which is the book I'm reading on my own, the nonfiction right now, that I'm reading with my eyeballs, which takes me a lot longer. So I consider that small chunk really successful. And then Matt and I got over halfway done, probably more like 3/4 of the way done with Battling Unbelief by John Piper. So all in all, I'm really pleased with how much reading I got done on this trip, especially considering how much work I had to do and the fact that it was kind of, you know, a week away of sorts for Matt and I. So yeah, I'm really pleased, and hopefully I will get better at vlogging. That's a goal of mine for this year. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe, and God willing, I will see you in the next one. Bye.